Heather, in your case, you've been criticised for two constituency matters. One favour you did and one favour you did not do, according to Lucia O'Farrell. But first of all, the favour that you did, passing on a communication from a constituent to the Department of Agriculture, you said you had no hand act or part and you simply passed on the communication. But you must know that any letter coming from a minister to another department gets precedence over something that might drop through the letterbox.
Well, this has been well aired.
Indeed.
Over 5 years ago, I received a letter from a constituent. My office sent it without comment, without a covering letter, to the Department of Agriculture because it related to the department. The Secretary General...
It was about an animal cruelty case that subsequently was dropped.
Well, can I just say that I abhor animal cruelty, and people who don't look after their animals shouldn't have them. And that's my position on that. I received a communication or a letter from a constituent. My staff sent it to the Department of Agriculture.
Do you accept that a ministerial missive has more weight than something that drops through the letterbox?
There was no comment on it. It was sent directly.
It doesn't matter, it comes from your office.
Yeah, but it was a letter.
Did they know where it came from in the Department of Agriculture?
Yeah, just a second now.
That's a simple question.
I received a letter and my staff sent it to the Department of Agriculture because it related to the Department of Agriculture. And the
Did
point
you read that
is,
letter before you passed it on?
The point here is the Secretary General in the Department of Agriculture at a Public Accounts Committee stated very clearly there was no political interference or representations on that case. And secondly, the Minister of the day, Minister Dara Calleary, said on the record of the Dáil that there was no political interference in that case.
Why did you not simply say to your constituent, this is not my affair, this is the Department of Agriculture, send it to them? Instead, he got you to pass it on, and we all know the force of a ministerial missive arriving in another department. It is taken much more quickly and much more seriously than a letter, as I say, that drops through the letterbox.
I made no comment, I made no recommendation, there was no covering letter with that letter.
Had you read the letter from your constituent?
I'll just explain.
That's a simple question. Yeah. Well, had you read it before you passed it on?
I glanced at the letter, and I'll tell you how this works. I receive thousands of letters as a TD, and I sit down, possibly on a Friday, with my staff, and I go through the letters. And if anything relates to another department, or indeed if it related to an issue within social protection, I'd say send that on to the relevant people in the department.
How well did you know the constituent who passed it on to you?
The constituent, I didn't know the constituent
at all.
No, I had never met them beforehand, and that happens on many occasions. People come into your office, or people send you on correspondence. You don't know them, but my job has always been, to highlight issues on behalf of people, and to if they have concerns as a public representative.
Did you inquire subsequently, because this has been a matter of some controversy, as to why the case was dropped?
I had
someone who had a track record of animal cruelty before, and suddenly this second case is dropped. Why?
Yeah. Well, just to be clear, the letter was sent by my staff to the Department of Agriculture. I had no further role or input into that, into what happened afterwards.
Did you ever inquire as to what happened?
I didn't.
When it became a matter of public controversy?
No, I didn't inquire because it was nothing to do with me. It was a matter for the Department of Agriculture.
All right, the second matter is the favour it appears you did not do, according to Lucia O'Farrell, whose son Shane, as you know, was hit by a driver who should not have been behind the wheel. There were mistakes made right throughout the system, the Gardaí, the courts and all the rest of it. And she says that you did not stand shoulder to shoulder. She's a constituent as well as the farmer was a constituent, yet she feels that you did not stand shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, well, can I just say, my heart goes out to Lucia O'Farrell and her family over the loss that they had when their son Shane was killed in a road traffic accident. Now, I did speak to Lucia. I spoke to her on a number of occasions, and I spoke to her at length. And when I finished the conversation, I felt... my heart was broken for her, and that is the truth. What she had to endure in terms of the loss of her son is unbearable. Now, I did make representations on her behalf, and I'm sorry if she thinks I didn't do enough. I did my best, and I'm glad that she has got a state apology from the Minister.
When you were in justice, could you not have done more?
No, when I was in justice, there was an independent process taking place. It was headed up by Judge Houghton. I couldn't interfere in that, because if I did, I could derail the
What
process.
do you say, though, to the perception of the O'Farrell family that you did not do enough?
I'm sorry if she thinks I didn't do enough. I have tried to help
anybody. She has said to us, by the way, she got in touch saying that sorry if is not good enough. I didn't do enough. Sorry if. She says you didn't do enough.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry if she feels I didn't do enough to help her. I did my best. I made representations to different ministers on her behalf, and as I said, I'm glad she has got a state apology.
So you think you did enough?
I tried my best. I actually counted one day, but this is a good while ago. I think I got somewhere in the region of 25,000 representations during my term as a TD. And I did my best for everybody. And I'm sorry if some people feel I didn't do enough.